Hi everyone, welcome to Get Strumming, and today I thought we'd have a look at the song Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. Last week I posted a tutorial for the Kinks' Sunny Afternoon and it went down a storm, and to be honest it's easy to see why, because the Kinks are one of the major groups of the 60s. In fact, they even had hits going into the 70s and 80s, so they're a brilliant band. And I just thought, well, we've got to move on to Waterloo Sunset next. Now, you'll be pleased to know I've dropped this a couple of whole steps from E major, which was the Kinks key that they chose to record the song in, down to C major, just because the chords are slightly easier. So to begin with, I'm going to show you which chords we're going to be using. So we're going to start off with a G major. So you're going to be using your first finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, second finger 2nd fret 1st string, third finger 3rd fret 2nd string. Then we've got a G7. So using your first finger, 1st fret 2nd string, second finger 2nd fret 3rd string, and third finger 2nd fret 1st string. Then we've got a G6. All you need to do to get from a G7 to a G6 is lift off your first finger, and you've got a G6 chord there. Then we've got a G sus4. Now you've got a normal G chord there. What you do to make it into a G sus4 is just add your 4th finger to the 3rd fret 1st string, like so. We've also got a G sus2. So in this case, you lift off your 3rd finger and you've got a G sus2 chord. Next up, nice easy C major chord. So using your 3rd finger, 3rd fret 1st string. Then we've also got an F chord, so we're using our 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Then we've got a D minor, so don't forget an F to a D minor. All you need to do is add your 3rd finger to the 2nd fret, 3rd string. You've got a D minor. Then we're going to move on to the A augmented. What chord is that, I hear you ask? The A augmented is basically pressing down with your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd and 3rd strings, and using your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. Now, if you find that a little bit tricky, you can use your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 1st fret, 2nd string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. So that's another way of playing A augmented. Then we've got a D minor 7. So normal D minor chord, but you're adding your 4th finger to the 3rd fret 1st string. Then we've also got A minor. So that's just using your 2nd finger, 2nd fret 4th string. Now for this little rundown here, this is the every day I look at the world through my window. So we're going to start off with a D chord here. But what I'm doing is using my 1st finger on the 2nd fret across all the 2nd fret, and then my 4th finger on the 5th fret 1st string. Then we're going to go to a D7, and then keeping my 1st finger on the 2nd fret, but just using my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret 1st string. Then D6, which is basically just your 1st finger across the 2nd fret, like that. And then we go to a normal D major, which is just using your 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 2nd fret, 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. So in effect, what you've got is this. Every day I look at the world from my... and then you go to a G, but we'll come to that in a bit. So that's the reason that I've chosen those particular versions of those chords. So you get that nice little da, 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 the kind of descending pattern there. Okay, so I think that might be all the chords. If there are any that I've missed out, obviously I'll show you how to play them, but I think we've pretty much covered all the chords. So what we're going to do now for the intro, bear in mind a lot of the Kinks songs, I've noticed, start off with either ascending or descending bass line. Like in Sunny Afternoon, you've got the doon, 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 doon. And in Waterloo Sunset, you've also got this ding, digga, ding, digga, ding, digga, ding, digga, ding, digga, ding, digga, ding. Now, obviously, we haven't got a bass guitar, so we're going to have to kind of replicate that descending bass by the chords that we're using. So what we're going to do is start off with the G, and to get that rhythm, so what I'm doing here is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So we start on the G, down, down, up, then to G7, down, down, up, then to G6, down, down, up, and then G, down, down, up, and then we're going to use the G sus4, then back to the D, G, down, down, up, and the G sus2, and then back to the G. So what I'm going to do now is show you how that should sound. And then we're into the main riff. So that's the kind of then we're into, like I say, the main riff there. Now, if you find that strumming a little bit tricky, you can just keep doing simple downstrokes. So 2 on the G, 2 on the G7, 2 on the G6, 2 on the G, 2 on the G sus4, 2 on the G, 2 on the G sus2, and 2 on the G. So that's the easy way of doing the introduction. But if you can do the down, down, up, down kind of strumming, it really does help to replicate that bass, descending bass pattern. So there we go, that's the descending bass. Now we're into the bit. So what we're going to do is 4 strums on the C, and then 4 on the G, and then 2 sets of 4 on the F. And then we're into the main body of the song. So the strumming that I would use for the rest of the song, so what I'm doing there is down, 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 up. So there's just that little upstroke at the end, but you can keep simple downstrokes for this song. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the first verse then. So it goes to the C, dirty old, and then C, river must you keep, and then to G, rolling, flowing in, and then to the F, to the night. People so, and then to C, busy, make me feel G, dizzy, taxi light, to F, shine so bright. Bird eye, and then to D minor, don't, then to A augmented, need no, and then D minor 7, friends, and then to G, as long as I, and then to C, days on, Waterloo, to G, sunset, I am in, and then to F, paradise. Now we're going to do a sha-la-la. So the way that I would do this is a downstroke on the F, sha, and then an upstroke on A minor, la, and then to D. And then this is the bit where we go up here. There's a, every day I look at the world from my window. So we're going to start off with a D, which is the D using the first finger on the 2nd fret, and the fourth finger on the 5th fret. Every, and then D7, A, D6, look at the D, world from my, and then G, window, and then C, and then a downstroke on the F, sha, and then upstroke on the A minor, la, and then back to the big version of D here. But chilly, D7, chilly is D6, evening, D, time. And then now we're going to kind of replicate the kind of intro now. So we're going to go to the G, Waterloo, and G7, sunsets, G6, fine, G, G sus4, G, G sus2, then back to the G, Terry meets, and then back to C, Julie, Waterloo, G, station, every F, Friday night. But I am so back to C, lazy, don't want to, G, wonder, I stay at F, home at night. But I, and then to D minor, don't, A augmented, no, and D minor, friends, D minor 7, sorry, friends, and then G, as long as I, and then back to C, gaze on Waterloo, G, sunset, I am in F, paradise. Then we do the downstroke on the F again, sha, and then upstroke on the A minor, la, then back to the full barred chord version of D major, every D7, A, D6, look at the D, world from my, and then G, window, and then to C, and then don't forget downstroke on F, sha, and then upstroke on A minor, la, then full version of D, la, but chilly, D7, chilly is D6, evening, D, time. And then don't forget we go back to that kind of descending bit, G, Waterloo, G7, sunsets, G6, fine, G, G sus4, G, G sus2, then G, and then we go into the last verse. So we go back to the C, millions of C, people swarming like G, flies round Waterloo, F, underground. But Terry and C, Julie, move over the G, river, where they are F, safe and sound. And they, D minor, don't, A augmented, need no, D minor 7, friends, then to G, as long as they, back to C, gaze on Waterloo, G, sunset, they are in F, paradise. Do-do-do, C, do-do, do-do-do, G, do-do, do-do-do, F, do-do, and then to G. Waterloo sunset's fine, Waterloo sunset's fine, Waterloo sunset's fine, and then finish on a C. Well, what did you make to that? Quite a complex tune, isn't it? And some of the Kinks songs were just like 3-chord kind of rock and roll songs, and then some of them were really quite extravagant in the way that they use different chords. So Now we've been through the tutorial, this is always the big test. Can you play along with the actual song? Well, if you can, you're probably better than me, because I always end up making a mistake. But that's all part of performance, isn't it? So let's have a look from the top. So don't forget, we're doing the descending pattern, and then we go straight into the riff, do, 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 and then we're into the main verse. So, and don't forget, all the chords are provided in the description to this video. So if you just click on the title of this video, it'll lead to the description with all the chords and lyrics there. I'm going to post them there for you to follow. So here we go. Let's try this together. So after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Daddy, old river, must you keep rolling, flowing into the night. People so busy, make me feel dizzy, a taxi light shines so bright. But I don't need no friends, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Sha-la-la, every day I look at the world from my window. Sha-la-la, but chilly, chilly is evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Terry meets Julie, Waterloo Station, every Friday night. But I am so lazy, don't want to wander, I stay at home at night. But I don't feel afraid, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Sha-la-la, every day I look at the world from my window. Sha-la-la, but chilly, chilly is evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Millions of people swarming like flies round Waterloo underground. But Terry and Julie cross over the river where they are safe and sound. And they don't need no friends, as long as they gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. As long as they gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Et voila. So there you go. That was Waterloo Sunset. So as I mentioned before, all the chords I'm going to provide in the link in the description to this video. So just click on the title of this video and it'll send you to the link, and there will be all the chords and lyrics for you to be able to follow what I'm doing. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I've made it simple enough. I know there's some really tricky bits, but this descending pattern here, that really kind of fits the melody of the song, doesn't it? It's a little bit tricky. If you can't do that, just basically play the D. Every day I look at the world from my window. Ba-da-da, but chilly, chilly is evening time. So you don't have to do this bit. But I just thought it really fits the melody really well, and it's just something else to learn, so you can practice your bar chords there. So you've actually got a bar chord version of D, then you've got your bar chord version of D7, and you've got the D6, and then your normal first position D major. As I say, if you struggle with that, just stay on the D all the time. Every day I look at the world from my window. There we are. So thank you very much for joining me. And if you've got any song requests you'd like me to teach you in the future, just leave me a message in the comment section and I'll get back to you with a tutorial as quick as possible. Thanks very much. Take care for now. Bye-bye.